is inside again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to my live stream. Today, I actually have a camera that is not my laptop's, it's my phone's camera this time around. So, it's my first time doing this. It's dope. It's still the fourth day of me building this app. I think that's gonna take maybe a full week. So it's gonna be today and three more lives. After which I wanna build a media machine. I wanna build a housing index, and I wanna build. I had an idea. I mean, we'll see. But these two things are coming up next. One is a media machine. So it's gonna make a lot of videos from existing footage. My idea is that of taking existing footage and simply repackaging it. So these kind of lives, I think that I like doing lives, but I've not put the word out yet. Nobody knows that I do lives, and so nobody watches. But the goal and the hope is that I can simply take snippets and pieces of this, and then I use them to pretty much create short form video that fuels the entire thing. So we're gonna see with that. Anyway, I'm streaming for the fourth day. Actually, I have to say that streaming makes me so much more productive. It makes me so much more even willing to stay at my computer for a long period of time, because I know that I'm spending my time not only working on one thing, but also by default and by coincidence and by cascading effect, I'm also building another asset in the meantime, which is pretty much all of this documentation of me doing stuff. And that is pretty valuable to me. And I believe that it's gonna be pretty valuable in the future to like a lot of people. But this thing of streaming while you work is actually a pretty I think that for a lot of works it's going to be a pretty common thing, because it simply allows you to gather a lot of data, a lot of opinions, a lot of text, a lot of voice, a lot of footage. And so what results from this is that you can train an AI model on yourself once you have enough data. And so if I work for a year without recording my work, it's like all of my knowledge will just be inside of my head, and that is not I may forget stuff, I may do drugs, I may drink alcohol, I may fall in love with a girl, I may get a bullet to my head, I may get in, I don't know, I may crash in a bus. So, having just one storage for an asset is sort of fallible. If the only asset that you have is your own mind, I mean, all it takes is for your mind to be poisoned and everything's gone. And also, it's very difficult to replicate. Like, if I want to train somebody to be like me, to think like me, pretty much what they have to do is go through it. You're not gonna learn by simply indication. You're not gonna learn by simply parroting what somebody else is telling you. The only way you learn actually is by building stuff and by doing stuff. And this is what I believe to be pretty much the best way that you can go about this. So anyway, we're gonna live stream for a while. I really like live streaming. I really like working on this. I just need to check if I'm live, because OBS is not showing me that. So let me just verify that real quick. And yeah, we're live. Okay, perfect. And another thing that I was saying is I fundamentally got inspired by Martin Shkreli. I I don't know how famous he is, but he pretty much is this kind of guy that live streams pretty much every day that he works. And so the kind of back catalog that you can build by doing this is impressive. And if you take all of the information, all of the ideas, all of the everything that has been spilled out in these sessions of work, what comes out of it is that you can pretty much replicate a person's mind or their like ideas by simply having all of this data. And so this is, I believe, a great way to work. Obviously, it's not an entertainment stream. It's this data mainly serves my purpose. And in the meantime, if somebody like wants to watch or is interested or wants to ask questions, that is absolutely dope. That's absolutely great. The point is, I just believe these live streams are more of a way to work well, uh, be more responsible, be more accountable, be more efficient also. And yeah, so let's get into the coding. I'll just um, I'll just open up Cursor, and I was chatting with Grok this morning because I'm not fully sure about how to go about things. I'm still figuring everything out as I go because there's a bunch of things that I've um, pretty much not been doing in the last few. So sorry. What I meant is I'm trying to build a bot that sort of is a good trader. Um, the point is I don't know exact exactly how to define a good trader. I don't know exactly what strategy and what kind of time frame we're talking about, and I don't really know how to like which data I need. So the point that I left at yesterday was I have this stocks data. I have it both on daily occurrence. So here we have every day's sort of rules. So we have high, low, and close, um, volume, open. Yeah, here are all of the stocks. Sorry, all of the columns. So this is one data frame that I have. Another data frame is pretty much the same thing, but on an hourly sort of metric. So um, every hour it goes and traces uh, high, open, low, and close, and volume. And then we also have some fundamental data about this stock, which is pretty much the earnings and all of that kind of stuff. And then I also got this data set from the Fed that has a whole lot of macroeconomic indicators, and I'm not fully sure which ones are gonna be useful. But the point is, I really liked this data set because it has all of them. So all of the Fed's data sets, I believe, are inside of this. So we have interest rates, we have yield curves, we have unemployment rates, we have a lot of different things. Also, I figured out yesterday that given that we have all of these, uh, given that all of this data is somewhat valuable, given that the macroeconomics tend to be very influent on even the single stock performance, every time the new data is released, there's a whole calendar with all of the new announcements. But every time a new macroeconomic change is released, all of the existing bots go through their calculations again because the input has changed. And so they assess what the final stock price should be like. So pretty much all of the stock market sees itself recalculated when when this data is changed, because this data is one of the metrics that defines whether the all of this data is some parameters inside of a machine that is meant to use these parameters to predict the future. Hopefully this was a clear enough explanation. But yeah. So at the end of the day, this is all data that is somewhat valuable. We will see today how valuable it really is. Also, from today, I wanted to have some checkpoints for the lives. So the checkpoints for today are gonna be, I want to develop a basic trading strategy, even not winning. I just need it to, I just need to have a back test attempt. That's it. And so I figured I saw an ad that said that you can just have a very, very simple strategy that can be like, buy if price is lower than last close. Something like this. And the other strategy is develop, actually the other checkpoint is understand how to manipulate the data that I have. So, prices and so on, and define loosely the strategy for the algorithm. Now, I'm pretty sure that the strategy for the algorithm is not gonna come out first try. It's gonna be a iterated attempt at doing so. So it will probably mean in the next few days trial and error and different time frames and different data operations and so on. So this is not something that I'll do today and forget about it. It's something that will take time, and it's something that is maybe gonna just come out by accident. This is sort of the starting point right now. So, first of all, I think that this first checkpoint, we can have it done by a very simple operation on the hourly database. I think that Grok right now is my favorite model because it feels like it's actually telling me stuff that I want to know. So, for example, yesterday I asked Grok what kind of data I should be going about, and one of the things that it talked to me about was this privateer data feed, which is the data feed that BlackRock uses to assess Walmart's performance. And it's basically data that comes from satellites that look over Earth. And so they know sort of how many cars are entering a parking lot of Walmart. And from that, they can assess how profitable and how much money Walmart is making. So this is Privateer. I don't know if I'm gonna sign up right now because it's also like super expensive data. So it's kind of not easy to use right now, but yeah, it's pretty dope. So I was just looking into this. Anyway, this is the Fred, Fred MD, the kind of thing that I talked about earlier. It's the aggregate. It's the aggregate data from the Fed. But anyway, let's come back to us. I think I'm gonna close all of these APIs for now. All of this has been done. All of this has been checked and seen. All that I'll have open right now is my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Grok. So I'll just grab a coffee real quick. Also, I think I'll set up a more like flattering light. I think that the lighting is sort of interesting and I need a better lighting. Anyway, this is my stream. I think that the lighting is sort of interesting and I need a better lighting. Anyway, this is my stream. Okay, dope. Okay, I'll just shut this off. I was looking at this, but I think that first of all, I'll tackle my first checkpoint. But yeah, so I'll actually zoom in even a little. No, this is too much. I just wanted y'all to see better, but I guess not really. So I'll actually create strategy.ipy notebook to try this thing out. So I'll just close everything. Yeah, save everything, no worries. So the first thing that I want to do right now is this. So we're gonna get the data, import pandas as PD, and the data frame we're gonna use is the hourly data. We'll use hourly data, and so df is gonna be our perfect. So this is our date, And let's see. I want to backtest a simple trading strategy. That is buy when the price drops below the previous day's close. I'll just ask real quick. How should I go about selling? Can you help me figure out how to model this problem? Yeah, so what we really need is a clear setup for both entry and exit rules. Okay, defining the sell conditions. Okay, option 1 is sell when the prices rise above a certain threshold. So just as right now what we're doing is testing this very simple strategy. So since our buy condition is based on a price drop relative to the previous day's close, I'll just oh, I'm wearing the same. Whoa, I'm wearing the same sweatshirt today. It was washed, but like, yeah. Yesterday I live streamed for 2 hours in the morning, and I tried live streaming in the afternoon, but it didn't work. It wasn't successful at all. Mainly because I didn't have good internet connection. So pros, cons. Yeah, so this is the point. I don't want to miss larger uptrends. Fixed holding period. Okay. Stop loss and take profit. Okay, yeah. So we'll just try a very simple okay. We'll just try this one. You know what the problem is with me? It's that out of the answer that I get from Grok or from other LLMs, I just read the first part, and then there is all of this that I just skipped for no reason at all. So anyway, capital. I'll just paste each step in a separate um, okay, perfect. So our DF now has a date. That's good. It added a new column with, yeah, not the timestamp, but the date. Daily closes. Okay. So it just got the last close from the previous day. Now this has been mapped upon it, so we have the previous day's close for all of these, and that's good. We're gonna get rid of where there is no previous day close. Perfect. And now we backtest. That's pretty simple, I guess. So for I in range len df, row equals df.ilock I. Okay, so we're gonna use ilock. Current date is this. Open price low price, high price, close price, previous day close. If position is 0, buy in the low price So this strategy, I believe, has this huge flaw, which is there's no stop loss. Okay, so we're gonna add a stop loss too. This is honestly pretty simple code. What I'm aware of is whoops. For I in range. So yeah, all I know is the current price, right? I believe that like real-time data streams, they don't have a open, high, low, close. Sorry, open, high, low, close. I don't believe they have those. I believe that what they have is the current market price. So, you know, once again, we're in the weird situation. Obviously, this needs modeling, this needs thought, this needs work, this needs some, you know, stuff going on, but yeah. So let's see what Grok says. let's modify the back test to add a stop loss mechanism. Obviously, because otherwise, well, what's going on? You know? So, I'll just grab a coffee in the meantime. I thought this would be like quicker, but it actually takes a bit to do a whole backtesting setup. But the good thing is, you know, once this is all set up, it lives forever. So also, from what I know, you can just backtest using PineScript and just TradingView. So from what I know, I mean, that's a pretty good idea, but I don't know. Also, another thing that I want to look into is, from what I heard, the lunar calendar is often incorporated in a lot of these algorithms, and so I believe that that deserves to be looked into, for sure. Anyway, sono nato mezzogiorno. Nelle braccia di mio padre, con lo stesso nome di mio nonno, che non mi ha visto cantare. Poi nell'arco di un secondo mi legavo già le scatole. I just got a latte, here it is. I really like my latte to be strong on milk, like milk first. It just creates a it creates a much better it creates a much better taste dynamic. Tra le prime sigarette e le versioni di latino. Let's see what the aesthetic is like right now. I think that it's slightly changed, not much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of better, I would say. It's not great, like, it's not night and day because it's pretty light, this room, so it's not even like that much, it's not even needed so much, but you know, it's fine, it's okay. But honestly, if I could go without it, that's, I mean, it's fine, I would say. There's no real, like, particular difference. Anyway. This is good. So, buy condition when the price drops below the previous day's close. Okay, so we're analyzing just the low, right? Let me check. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So all of this has been done, and this is the backtest loop. So we're just gonna take all of this. Actually, let me just copy this. So at the end of the day, I just got my code written by Grok. We're gonna start with this capital. 1,000 is fine. So let's just have a look into this data. Sorry, into this code I meant. I also was thinking that maybe there should be a threshold for all of this. But anyway, we'll just see. So for the whole data frame, we're gonna take this row, we'll get the current price, current date, open, low, high, close price for the hourly thing. So I believe that in a real live setting, what's gonna go on is that every minute we're gonna get data, or every 15 minutes, every hopefully, I guess we're just gonna be getting live data. So we'll just have a threshold that we'll meet. So I think that the low is a reasonable idea to use. I don't see it being wrong. We'll try this again with the minutes data. We'll try it again. This is just to look at all of this. With the minutes, we'll use the previous hour maybe. Anyway, so if there is no position open and the price is lower than the previous day's close, position equals 1. And so we buy this, and the entry price is the minimum between open price and previous day close. No, this is weird because I mean I would be buying at the low price, no? Anyway, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Let me just move some stuff around. le versioni di Adia, delle femmine, vedi il paradiso, tu sei qui, porta sei mia, uscire dalla giusta parte. Okay. Back we are again. Sorry for the interruption. Anyway, here we are again. Where were we at? So, I had this little thing that isn't fully ideal to me, which is, why am I buying at the open price? I don't know if the price is gonna drop. Sorry, I don't know if the price is gonna drop lower. So if we're in a position, if we're not in a position, we're gonna buy if the low price is below the close. But now that I already know the low price, okay, so I'll just draw. Can I draw like live? Dope. Okay. So we're gonna have this candle. Sorry. We're gonna make them the right color. So we have this candle, this candle, this candle. Let's say previous day closes over here. This is previous day low. And then suddenly the price drops over here. And then it drops again. Where are we gonna buy? From this strategy, I believe that well, obviously there's gonna be also like max and min, sorry, high and low, obviously, so we're gonna have to look at those also, and the same goes for the green ones. So over here we're gonna have highs and lows, and let me just fill these. Yo, fucking, can't you fill it? Yeah. Dope. I like this paint online thing. Do 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 do. Okay, so we're gonna have a threshold. For all of these candles we have, let's say this is the previous day close. we see that this is broken by this candle. So this is gonna be our current, sorry, just so this candle is gonna have a open, high, low, and close, and they are respectively open, high, low, and close. Whoops. So I believe, and obviously then it goes on, there's going to be other candles and other stuff going on. So say it goes down a little, it goes down even more, and then it just starts getting better, better, and then it goes back down, 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 up, up, and let's just fill all of this. So we're gonna fill, and we're gonna make this red. I like this shade of red. Okay. Anyway, how should we go about this? It is a huge dilemma to me. Yo, can I paint over? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, okay. I'll need to ask Rock, I guess. I don't understand this line. At the point of when the candle opens, there's no way I know how to. I know if the price will go below my position opening threshold or not. So I will know the price at which I should enter. So there's no way this is the price I'll enter at. Can you explain? I appreciate you pointing it out. Let's break it down and address the issue of realism in determining the entry price. I'll explain the intent behind the line, why it might not reflect real-world execution, and then propose a better approach for determining the enterprise based on your concern. So, explanation of the line was intended to simulate a realistic entry price when the buy condition is triggered. For example, when the low of the current hour drops below the previous day's close. Here's the reasoning behind it. Previous day close simulates a slight discount below the previous day's close to account for the fact that you may not buy exactly at the previous day's close price, but rather at a price just below it and when the threshold is crossed. If the candle opens below the previous day's close, you might realistically buy at the open price instead. You might realistically buy at the open price instead of waiting for the price to hit exactly the threshold. Min. Taking the minimum of these two ensures that we don't assume an unrealistically high entry price if the open is already below the threshold. However, your concern is spot on. When the candle opens, you don't know whether the price will drop below your threshold during the hour. The low of the candle is only known after the hour is completed in the historical data. In real-time trading, you won't know the low at the start of the hour, so assuming an entry price based on open price or previous close at the moment of the candle at the moment the candle opens isn't fully realistic. Why this is an issue in backtesting. In backtesting with historical oak, we have the advantage of knowing the low of each candle after the fact. This can lead to look-ahead bias if we're not careful, meaning we might assume that we can enter a trade at the start of the hour because we know in hindsight that the low will drop below the threshold. In real-time trading, you would monitor the price tick by tick during the hour. You would enter only when the price crosses below the previous day's close, not necessarily at the open. The exact entry price will depend on the price at the moment the threshold is crossed, which could be anywhere between the open and low, or even later in the candle. The original line oversimplifies this by assuming that you can buy at the open or just below the threshold, which isn't realistic unless the price crosses the threshold exactly at the open. So here's a revised approach for realistic entry prices. To address this, we need to simulate a more realistic entry price by assuming you would buy at the point where the price crosses below the previous day's close. Since we're working with hourly OHLC data and not tick data, what's tick data? We can't know at the exact moment that the threshold is crossed, but we can make a reasonable assumption. Trigger condition. The buy condition is still based on the low dropping below the previous day close. This tells us that at some point during the hour the price crossed the threshold. Entry price. Instead of assuming we buy at the open or a fixed discount, we assume we buy at the previous day close itself when the price crosses that level. Alternatively, we can assume we buy at the low of the candle, most conservative, or somewhere between the open and low. Okay, I'll just ask it to do what's tick data. Also, can you change the strategy? Buy if the price drops from the previous day close by 1%, so we can have a fixed entry price without this issue, and sell and take profit at a 2% gain, while stop loss at 1%. Is that feasible? Regenerate. Yeah, this is the only issue with Grok. It sometimes sort of breaks down. Let's address your questions and requests step by step. First, I'll explain what tick data is. Sono nato a mezzogiorno. Nella città che si metteva addosso. Le prime luci di Natale. Ho imparato come stare al mondo. Anyway, this is what I see when I stream. This is what I see. This is my whole like setup with OBS Labs, and here I can see everything that's going on. I don't know why I didn't download OBS earlier. Like I should have downloaded this at least a year ago when I started doing lives, because it's simply so much better than like editing tutorials. Like I used to make tech tutorials, and they were not just boring to make, but they also were, you know, I have this very, very lazy approach of not wanting to do even the most basic, boring stuff. So, like, one of the things that I needed to do was edit those videos, and I believe you don't really need that right now because, you know. Anyway, it's like I changed my passion right now. I don't fucking want to be a coder. I don't care about coding. I don't care about any of this. I just want to build stuff. And so, and I don't really want to. So, my idea, my business idea earlier was that of, you know, making tutorials and then selling courses. But ideally, who's gonna buy a course from me or from some other human when you can just ask questions to AI? AI knows better. AI codes quicker. AI is just unstoppable. And the speed at which you learn by building stuff and, you know, figuring out along the way is so much greater than like a course. There's nothing in a course. Whereas I think that there is so much value in building stuff with LLMs and having them not only help you build stuff, but also explain exactly at each step what they're doing. Why would you buy a course from a guy when you have all of the internet's knowledge condensed into a chatbot? I just don't see it as a valuable thing.
Ok. Allora,
Ciao,
buonanotte. Guarda.
tutto a posto, tu?
Pipì, porta un piatto.
Cos'è?
C'è cose dolci arrivate dall'India.
Arrivato dall'India.
Sì.
Ah,
Questo fatto di latte.
hai fatto del latte? Veloce, veloce.
Dolce, dolce. Anche questo con farina di ceci dolce.
La roba dell'India, come fai a portare questa roba qui?
No, è arrivato mio fratello oggi.
Ah,
Anche
ecco.
questo di semi di lino.
Di lì.
Sì.
Ma tutto tipo di frutto. Non è maiale, non è...
No. Zucchero,
Zucchero,
latte,
latte,
frutta secca.
tante cose che arrivano del campagna.
Sì.
No, non c'è carne, no.
Carne, questo non è carne dolce.
Vegetariano.
Tutto bene.
Se non c'è carne va bene, va
Sì.
bene.
E ti fa... Cos'è che ti piace?
No, quella di primo, quella che mi fai vedere prima.
Ah, ok.
Va bene.
Questo?
No, nata.
Va bene,
Bianco.
va bene. Oggi gli
Cosa
allenamenti.
sai, non ti-
Oggi gli allenamenti.
No,
cosa
no.
fai vedere?
Ah,
sono
ok,
vestito.
No, che...
Ma
Ma
è
come
come
dove gli
questo?
allenamenti?
Però mangi datteri, frutta secca.
Sì, dateli sì,
Sì,
dateli sì.
Che quello che mangia meglio, che do poco questo, do quello che mangia.
Questo è mangio loro. Loro sai io c'è il diabete. Non posso mangiare zucchero.
Non posso mangiare zucchero.
Niente di zucchero.
Datteri sì.
Datteli anche. E datteli troppo dolci. E porto le figlie che mangiano. Niente, uguali.
Ah, ok.
Solo io ho tanti cose di zucchero.
Ah,
Io prendo
Bisogna vedere.
io prendo il zucchero del partito.
Buono di.
Sì. E questo zucchero.
È che capito vedere.
Anche invece i datteli.
Sì. E Bibi?
Però questi sono da dove?
Di noi no.
Di
Palestino.
Palestino, non lo so di oggi.
No, diverso da datteli. Piano sempre datteli.
Sì, e dai,
Sì,
dai un po' di mandorle.
Datteli sì.
Ah, lei non mangia cose dolci.
Perché?
No, tante cose dolci no.
Datteri no.
Datteli io prendo piccolo, prima perché quando finito il Ramadan, io devo mangiare datteli, prima bere acqua, prendo che piccolo, io prendo piccolissimo, perché troppo dolce non mi piace.
Tu quanti figli hai?
Anche se piace, il dottore dice no, non mangi.
No, meglio non mangiare.
Quanti figli?
Quando-
Quanti
Non
figli hai?
mangiare meglio, sì.
Sto.
Perché noi vogliamo vivere ancora,
Sì.
non vogliamo morire adesso.
No, già lavorato tutta la vita, adesso devo morire. Ne.
Devo
Quanti
fare-
figli hai lei? Quanti figli?
Io sono qui 4,
4.
sì, sono 2 giù.
In Senegal.
Le maschi sono qui con me, le femmine sono giù. Non porto le femmine qui.
Dove? In Senegal?
Senegal, sì.
Ah, bene.
La femmina devi stare là.
Le femmine resto con mamma, le uomini resto qui con papà. Perché papà non lavora più. Adesso
Ah,
sono in pensione l'anno scorso. Non hai pensione, 100%, sono anticipi.
Ah, ok.
Allora che se vuoi andare, vai, tuo figlio viene qui per un tuo posto. Io ho detto no, io non ho mai creduto con la carriera. Quanto l'ora che vai qui? Non ho mai creduto con la carriera loro. E loro per fare tutto il documento.
Ti pagano?
Tu
Sì.
Ok, basta.
vai anche in Senegal a volte.
Io?
Sì.
No, io andrò, se legal lavoro, mi lavoro. Adesso sono un po' di piccola casa mia.
Ah.
Devo mantenere un po' di piccolo. E sono andare là a guardare, dare qualcosa di
Veniamo anche a trovarti
Io
sempre.
faccio sempre. E adesso non devo fare più niente di commercio, di lavoro al campaio, sono piccolo, sono un po' di piccola casa mia, per dare qualcosa di mangiare, qualcosa di bere. Anche se vuoi giocare, vai là, gioco con loro. E nel tempo quello che hai fatto con piccolo, di più del tempo quello che hai fatto con mia moglie. Mia moglie ha detto, oh, questo vieni qui per piccolo, ma non ho per noi, ecco lei. Io sono compagno degli animali, mi piace molto gli animali.
Quante pecore hai?
Adesso sono 10. Adesso. Io sono cominciato proprio piccolo, questo mese l'anno scorso, piano, adesso sono 10. Prima non ero 10, adesso sono nato 4 piccoline. E piano, per gente che rubare, se non è fare furba la gente che viene prendere tutto. Io metto sopra nel tetto.
Ah,
Se metto a terra,
portano via.
portano via subito.
Mamma mia.
Va bene.
Grazie mille, eh.
Va bene.
Adesso va bene qualche giorno quando riesci a mangiare dopo Ramadan.
Dopo.
Io ho pensato che...
No, il Ramadan
Qualche
è cominciato oggi 6 giorni, ancora 24 giorni.
Però fermi qua ancora un po'?
Io sì,
Ok.
io sono qui ancora. Io sono qui ancora, non lo so, perché l'anno scorso l'ultimo anno sono qui 22 giorni, e quest'anno devo fare di più. Io sono venuto qui l'anno scorso 20 luglio, 27 di luglio. Sono tornato 24 di... no, 23 agosto. Sono tornato 23 agosto 2018.
Va bene.
Adesso lavoro civile o non lavoro civile abito qui. Autostrada. Quanto tempo fare strada? Un po' di giorno là, un po' di giorno qui.
Sì.
Sì, va bene. Di tutto il giorno vai avanti e indietro, un casino.
I tuoi figli sono bravi.
Mica tanto.
Sì, no, tutto tranquillo, tutto
No,
bene.
tranquillo sì. E loro non devono aiutare padre.
Lo danno soldi?
No, no, soldi io quello che hai preso va bene per me. Mi devo mantenere sua sorella, suo fratello, sua mamma.
Sì.
Se io non ce la fai più, 10 soldi quello che va bene per me. E sua mamma, sua sorella, suo fratello, mi vuole aiutare. Io prendo biglietto aereo per me, per arrivare. Prendo uno per suo altro fratello, per arrivare. Mi giuro che mi darà anche un centesimo. Va bene? Guarda che lavoro.
Sì,
Io
però
lavoro
lavorano tutti.
Non due.
Due lavorano?
Due lavoro, quello che andare a scuola ancora.
Ah, ok.
Quello che riguarda quasi
Uno
6 mesi.
figlio tuo, Malik? Malik c'è tuo figlio uno?
No, ma non c'è figlio.
No, tuo figlio.
Sì.
Cioè Malik? Malik non è tuo figlio?
Ma lì come figli, sì.
Ah, altro chi è?
Molto,
Ah,
sei con coso.
ah.
Sono 4 sui qui. Quando sono arrivato qui adesso sono portato ancora uno.
Ok.
Quello che viene con me, possiamo fare.
Sì.
E come a scuola oggi.
Ah, ok. Lui quanti anni ha?
Lui sono altri 2 anni.
Ok.
È nato qui più con lì 20 anni. Suo fratello. Quello che arrivato qui
Però
mese.
te ce l'hai il passaporto italiano?
Io sì.
Basta.
Io c'è il passaporto italiano. Io con coso, con Mali, il passaporto italiano. La nata no. E quello che è arrivato qui il mese di agosto con me, e loro che dà per me sono 5 anni. E 5 anni non è poco, non è poco. Quello che è arrivato adesso no, non c'è anche il contenuto casturo. Non c'è anche il contenuto casturo.
No, piano piano, meglio che è già arrivato, adesso faranno cose
ah.
piano piano.
Africa tutta gente che vuole andare via. E tante persone che morirono sul mare. Prendono nave, non c'è più.
Sì.
Io ho detto, no. Se vuoi che vuole fare qui andiamo di là. Io non voglio più restare qui.
Sì, no, te hai già passato tutta la tua vita, noi anche torniamo alle nostre case.
41 anni.
41 anni qua?
41
Sì.
anni. Italia e Francia, 41 anni. Perché io
Sì.
sono venuto qui
Casa finita da pagare? Casa finita da pagare?
No.
Ancora c'è?
Ancora c'è. E me allora chi ti deve pagare?
Sì, si pagano
Si
loro.
pagano loro. Se non ce la fai pagare io vendere. Anche se devo chiamare 3.000 euro, 2.000 euro, qualcosa. Quella che devo prendere da banca prendo, quella che il resto dammi. Perché io pago 2006 fino a sto di pagare. Mi resta ancora un po'.
2006? Cominciato a pagare?
Io comincio a pagare il 2006, sì. Perché prima il caro costo, adesso no. Adesso non costa più niente, prima è caro.
No, 2006 paghi all'anno?
Al mese.
2006?
2006 fino adesso. Tutto il mese mi devo pagare.
C'è tantissimo.
Quanto?
2006?
No.
Ah?
Io ho cominciato a pagare 1900-2006.
Ah, ok,
A
anno.
pagare casa avevo 500, 600, 500, 600.
Ah, che variabile.
Sì, variabile, sì.
Ah, ok.
Ma adesso manca poco quindi.
Sì, 20 anni
Sì.
penso.
Sì.
Se c'è 20 anni,
Sì,
l'anno prossimo.
19 anni di pagare magari non sta ancora 10 anni.
Ah, fatturate di 30 anni.
Sì, di pagare altri 30 anni. Prima fai per 30 anni, dopo fai di più, fai 35 anni. Guardate. Adesso resta 7.000 che è cosa di pagare.
Ah, ok.
Se hai 7.000 adesso io andare là, paghi totale tutto,
Finisci. No, almeno lo sai cos'è invece di pagare affitto, meglio c'è una
No,
cosa.
compro casa meglio, compro casa
Anche
meglio.
per i ragazzi va bene che almeno c'è un tetto, adesso loro comprano
Compro casa
quando...
meglio. Solo non è che è svelto prima, perché io sono tanti anni continuo a pagare di affitto. Quando voglio portare i miei figli qui, io penso compro un casa. Se fai cose prima è molto meglio.
Questo comprato 2006, eh?
Questa casa, sì, io comincio a pagare una
Erano lire o euro?
Lire sono
Sì,
Prima delle
2000 sono non c'è più.
2006 costava poco, no?
No.
No, 2006 costa caro, adesso costano poco.
Quanto era quando 2006 hai comprato?
Quando compra questa casa,
Quanto costava?
150.000 euro.
Questo?
Sì, adesso anche
Vero? Mamma mia.
2006, caro.
Box non c'è
Il box non c'è?
Il box non c'è.
Oh mamma mia.
Il box non c'è. 2006 facile Infatti ho trovato un banco di investimento 100%.
No.
I
Non è-
conti,
Poi-
investimento.
2006
Quando c'erano le cose a 20
le case è caro. Vendere più
150.000
facile.
euro.
Sì.
Adesso vendere case
Sì, ma poi
è
non
più
ha
facile.
montato di un
Perché la
Scusa?
gente
Non ha montato di
le case non
No,
costano più.
sì, adesso è uguale, però quando l'abbiamo preso noi adesso è diventato è raddoppiato.
No, prima sì, in quello tempo
Vero?
che costava.
No, adesso basta, adesso
No, però almeno già pagato già una cosa, già preso decisione che
Uff.
già fatto.
No, mia madre si è arrivata loro.
Sì.
Quando è arrivata loro è un casino. Di comprare con loro sono arrivato adesso continua a pagare, va bene, se non continua a pagare, io dare le case a banca.
No, lo sai cos'è? Se danno 3-4 persone, 200,
What?
150 si divisano.
Sì,
Per
no,
loro
What?
bene.
quello che fa così adesso.
Per loro.
Quello che fa così adesso.
Non male che si arrangia bene, controlla bene tutto.
Ma lì che le compra casa.
Ah,
Ha detto questa casa, non so come portare su, ma io cosa hai bisogno?
ah.
Mi ha detto voglio comprare casa, e se vuoi compra, non c'è problema.
Mm.
Se c'è qualcuno qui che si può pagare la casa, va bene, se no io dare la casa alla banca.
Ma perché devi dare banca? Dai 7.000 prendi in casa, dopo vendi.
Però ritrovare 7.000. 7.000 euro non è poco per me.
Però quando tu adesso prendi, vai in pensione, ti danno.
Quello che mi danno loro io mangio tutto, loro che mi danno tutto l'anno scorso.
Già dato?
Tutto, sì.
Da pensione?
Sì.
Quanti anni hai lavorato?
Io sono lavorato penso 28 e 9 anni. Per il mio tempo formamento di pensione.
Sì, sì.
Il mio tempo, perché io dovrei andare in pensione l'anno prossimo, no, 2027.
Sì.
Quasi 2 anni, quasi.
Sì, no,
Adesso prendi busta paga intera.
Sì.
no, loro dove trovano una casa che devi pagare solo 500 o 600, lo sai, 800 euro minimo adesso affitto.
Mm.
Adesso costa.
E le case, le fitte di un casa porto via soldi per niente. Se
Sì,
trovate un casa di compra è molto meglio.
vero.
Perché se affittare una casa oggi, domani se il padrone di casa che hai bisogno, perché vai fuori,
Sì.
hai bisogno di questa casa.
Sì.
E se compra un casa, lavora piano, pagare molto meglio.
Mm.
Casa solo casa.
Vero.
Quando è finito, se vuoi vendere,
Ah,
vendi,
no,
se
sì,
vuoi-
sì.
Quelle sono le figlie, quelle sono le figlie. È così.
Va bene, fatto bene.
E se fai così prima molto meglio.
Mm.
È troppo tardi per fare così.
Ognuno ci pensa così dopo tanti anni.
Così, perché prima io penso non devo restare a tempo quello che resto qui. Prima io penso che devo venire qui e tornare subito giù.
Ah,
Poi
poi dopo è
dopo-
rimasto anni.
le pensioni mai programmi la pensione prima, mai pensare anche.
Mm.
Quello che penso io.
Sì, vero.
Va bene, vai
Grazie
là.
mille,
Come si può fare per fare caffè? Io solo devo bere che cosa.
Grazie.
Ok, va bene, ancora a scuola, buon lavoro.
Va bene, grazie. Domani a casa.
Domani casa, lavoro o a scuola?
No, io scuola.
Tuo fratello?
Lavoro.
Io lavoro.
Lui lavora a Milano.
No,
Ah,
no.
così, casa.
Qui a casa io.
E lavora a
Da
casa?
casa da
Sì, sì, sì.
Guardo qualcosa di là. Va bene.
Sì, da
Con
casa
un
che
amico
lo-
di Aggioni. sì.
Meno male. Ok, va bene.
Grazie,
Grazie, grazie.
Ciao.
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 Ciao,
Ok,
ciao,
va
ciao.
bene.
Va bene.
Non diciamo, non mi chiedere, ma sente fatto.
ਹਾਂ ਕੁਛ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਆਊਗਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਤੇ ਚੰਗਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਚੰਗੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਘਰ
L'avete da Gianni?
ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਵੀ ਚੰਗੇ ਕੋਈ ਬੁਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਬੁੱਧ
नहीं, बुरे तो नहीं है। ये पानी में कर ले कर।
ਹੈ 1,50,000 ਦਾ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ
ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਇਹਦਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੁਰੇ ਦਾ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਕੋਸਟਾ
ਉਹ ਤੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ 30 ਇੱਕ 35 ਦਾ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ
ਇੰਨਾ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ
ਵਿਦ ਬਾਕਸ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਸੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਰੋਲore ਹੋ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ
ਇਹਨੇ 150
Ma figo, ovvio, che cazzo viene a vivere qua,
No,
guys?
sarà questione-
Guys!
Ma sì, come hai fatto?
Guys!
Come c'è per 150.000 euro?
150 da mutuo le avevano detto una 130 che ne detto 120
ਹਾਂ
120
Guys, adesso
Andiamo a
basta. Adesso
Andiamo a
basta,
fare un cavo.
guys. No, devo
Stasera-
streamare ormai.
Stasera cavolo, ma figa mi streamare.
Hai comprato qualcosa? Ma non posso streamare stasera. No, perché devo finire oggi.
Ma-
Perché domani mercato. Cioè, domani è
Tu puoi
l'ultimo giorno dei
streamare stasera, ma non
mercati.
puoi uscire stasera.
No, sì,
Cioè,
questo è
no,
vero.
puoi uscire stasera ma non con questo meteo.
Quello è vero, quello è vero.
una che rotti खाने लगी
Quindi
वे
andiamo.
Quello è vero,
Andiamo,
Floris.
Andiamo, PG.
No, no, io non sono
Ma figa,
bisogno.
cioè, perché esci la sera? Fa cagare uscire la sera. Fa letteralmente cagare. A meno che non vai tipo, non lo so, in città, fa cagare.
देख तू तेनू भगवान ने 55000 च घर आना दित्ता है
Fa.
Adesso basta.
È un po' crollato, ragazzi.
Adesso
Nulla
basta.
da
20 साल हो
dire,
गए,
un po'
non
crollato.
दिंदे हैं।
Le prime luci di Natale.
जितने दिन ही हो ये सब नहीं करना ये नहीं थी
Cosa hai comprato?
Le calze da calcio dai pantaloni.
Oh my god! Playing Fortnite.
quanta deve fare heavy
Phantom Tax. It's trying to bite. Kissing nut.
e niente abbiamo niente
It's so white. Mr. Beans. It's so. So there was a little interruption. Anyway, this back test, the back test itself was successful, but this strategy is a disaster because 99%, really, 99 fucking percent lost across 5 years. So let's say this initial strategy was not the best.
चेंज नहीं ਕੀਤਾ नहीं यार मैं तेनू किया
ਉਹ ਲਾਰਜ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹੇ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਲੈ
नहीं मीडियम ले अंदर चेंज करके लिया काला ही है
Prime luci di Natale.
ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਉਹ ਲਾਰਜ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ
Palli nella rete. Ma figa, io non. And I mean, this trading strategy is also not taking into account like all of the spreads. What the fuck?
नहीं मरिंडा नहीं रोटी 6 बजे
I think I'm updating cursor maybe. Anyway, this first strategy was not really a great strategy. I thought it could be.
धनिया इतने होना इतने का धनिया तो मेरे ज्यादा कट के रखे हैं लपेट के पाओ
The win rate is very low. I wonder. You know, the point is, I could try and analyze all of this myself, but I think that if we just try to anticipate like big movements, either up or down, it just can be, you know, pretty easy. So now I think I've figured out maybe how to set up the whole thing. Let's see. So, we will try building a model right now. That we did this, we checked this checkpoint. It's done. I'll add a check.
चलो खाओ सब्जी खाओ रोटी
Okay, we did this.
मैंने
Awesome.
इस बार की खुशी होती है
So now,
घर के लोग खा पी के जाते
what we need to do is sort of develop a very basic actual strategy, algorithmic strategy, and figure out what kind of thing can be done with it.
फोटो किधर
मन्नू ने फोटो भेजे या खाना रखे हुए हैं
क्यों ma figa mano manda su Snapchat le foto
A chi?
tipo un botto ma il punto è che in India faccio tipo basta che dici che hai soldi tanto non è che va a controllare il numero 1 e il numero 2 anche se non hai i soldi non ne frega un cazzo comunque
Ma sì, figa, cioè, sono proprio handicappati gli indiani. Ma poi figa, cioè, specialmente le tipe over 28. Boh, cioè, sono...
over 28 body count figa da
No, over 28 age.
they age like fine
Cioè, tipo
wine
nostra cugina.
they age like
Nostra
fine
cugina.
wine don't insult
Ma
them
tipo nostra
they
cugina.
age like fine wine
Vabbè, no, in realtà...
they age like fine wine
Sì, no, quello agree. Strong
but like
100%
fine
agree.
fine wine with like a virus that expands
No, that is not... Vabbè.
dai andiamo a fare un giro
Ma tu, cioè, tu non pensi...
Non è
Cioè,
vero.
forse le uniche che agiano un po' bene sono le cinesi e le coreane, le giapponesi. Cioè, le latine agiano male.
no quelle che agiano peggio di tutte sono le inglesi
Sì,
le British agiano proprio male
vabbè, anche l'americana, anche
sai quali non agiano male?
l'India.
le giapponesi
India, guys. India is the best, guys. That's why I stay in India. That's why my job is in India because the gyat is top level, especially like in high ranking positions.
What devo dire? Ma in realtà India non agiano troppo male rispetto a
Sì, no, infatti. Però, cioè, il punto è che comunque dopo i 28
दही खा लो एक तो काट दी
in generale tutte le tipe appena sono un po' più vecchie
Ma c'è un
più
piccolo,
chiare
voglio-
perché
थैंक यू
si sentono inferiori a quando erano più belle da piccole. Cioè, è proprio basilare. Anche Andrew Cake lo detto. È così che si è sposato con la mamma di Floris.
अच्छा मेन्यू बना दीजिए लेकिन मैं ना मन्नू ने उन्होंने बुलाया है
che?
मन्नू ना लो मेन्यू इतना भी बड़ा
Che? Vieni di là.
मन्नू ने हर्षमन ने फिल्म भी ऐसे ही आया है कमाल के कि हुन मैं उन्हें कहाँ पे जाके बुला के आ
नहीं पहले बुला के गया था
Adesso basta.
नहीं वो तो बढ़िया गल है बुला के गया तेनू का मैं जरा
ये तो उधर आ रहे थे
Adesso basta.
हेलो करके तो उन्होंने से निकल जाते हैं मैं क्या मैं तो इनका भेजा डॉक्यूमेंट तो कहते नहीं जाने दे
I got places to be. Adesso basta. Adesso basta, perché loro mi sentono niente.
ਉਹ ਲੋਰੀ ਨਾ ਬੱਤੀ ਜੂ ਜਾਏ ਪੇਟ ਤੋਂ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੇਟ ਤੋਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਨਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਰਹੇ
देखा तो की चीज खराब कर दी
ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੀ
Allora smetterò di berlo, va bene, grazie per questa indicazione.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਵਾਰ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਲੜ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਰਹੋ
Grazie per questa...
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਲੜੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ ਇਦਾਂ
Grazie per questa informazione.
ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ
Era importante per
ਓਏ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ
me.
ਸੁਣ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰ ਅਸ਼ਮਨ
Grazie.
ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ
Adesso
Oh,
faccio.
Ashman. ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ
गल
ਸੁਣ
सुन
ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਰ ਵੀ ਗਏ ਨਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੀਬੀ ਨਾਰਾਜ਼ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਨਾਣਾ ਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿਣਾ
Uff.
ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਣਾ
Uff.
ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੂੰ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਹੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀਆਂ ਕਰੀ
Go!
Devo fare un gairo, figa.
Ma figa, sto streamando. Ma fammi finire la stream.
Sì, così se ne va il sole poi.
Che cazzo
E
devo
poi?
dirti? Devo
E
finire
poi
la
va il
stream
sole,
prima.
poi?
Vabbè, tanto domani non
Va
vai
il
a scuola.
sole,
Ma
poi?
tanto domani sei tutto il giorno a casa.
No, perché la sera me ne
ਇਦਾਂ
vado.
ਨਹੀਂ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼
sì.
2-3 ਦਿਨ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼
Veramente? E poi quando torni? Domenica, sabato.
Ah, non c'è già Callu.
Vabbè, che cazzo devo dirti, figlio?
Ma
Dovevo
che
Ma
entrare
devi dire che vai, esci
Ma
fuori da
dove?
porta.
Boh, andiamo qualsiasi cosa.
al gigante.
No.
Lei può shopping di Cardinale. Andiamo più per il
Andiamo a fare un giro.
Figa, il gigante fa
Al lago di
troppo schifo.
Bosini.
Il gigante fa troppo schifo.
Allora,
Figa, fammi finire, ci metto mezz'ora al massimo.
Mezz'ora.
Ma in mezz'ora non puoi andare al lago di Positi, cioè.
ma devi dire un po' di cibo, che
Alle 7 tra poco.
Va bene. Andiamo al lago di Positi, finisco la stream e andiamo al lago di Positi.
Vogliamo roti caldo bene?
Metti se ne ricordi bene, non li fai di fare. Non ho fatto di fare.
Oh damn. So anyway, first of all, I wanna save this whole strategy thing. So we back tested this very simple strategy, and the result is a minus 99% returns. So, I mean, not the best beginning, but at least we're left with something like oh damn, okay. Anyway, yeah, we're left with $98. We started off with 10,000. So,
Hai perso 99 dollari.
no, ho perso $9.902.
Fake o real?
Fake.
Figa.
Però me ne sono rimasti 98. But the point is, this simulation also doesn't take into account the commissions, the spread. So actually what we're looking at is, like, all of this would have never happened. And also, like, the main thing that I don't like about trading is the main thing that I don't like about this approach is that I'm pretty sure that I don't want to cap my return. I just want to know when to sell, when to buy, but I don't want to have a fixed win ratio. A fixed win return. I want to let luck be a part of it. At least in the upside. We will shut down the downside, but the upside, I think, I'll most definitely want to, like,
Billy, you should be proud कि तेरी जनानी तेरे रोटी पानी बना के खिलाती है.
oh my god.
हाँ. पापा सैर कर दे
Hello, I got places to be. Anyway, we're gonna close this up. We have the back testing abilities now. So let's go back to how to manipulate all of this data. This is the second checkpoint of this stream. So first of all, let's get this data. It's gonna be inside the stock data folder.
आके कर लियो.
Here it is. And then we're gonna have a field day with this. So I'll ask Grok. Now, the crazy thing about all of this is that a whole thing that a data scientist would do in 2 days, 3 days, maybe a month, a week, can just be done by Grok in like 3 prompts. That's the beauty of all of this. That's the beauty of large language models. They collapse the time that it takes to build something. They are a tool that is so powerful and so awesome. And it's something unprecedented. And the crazy thing is they excel at making all of this stuff better, you know. Anyway, let's just look at what I was talking about with Grok earlier. So when it comes to this, there are some things that we need to understand. One is that what I'm trying to do is build. Oh damn. The first thing that I need to do is understand exactly what we're trying to build here, because that's not a banal thing, you know. So it's still
अचार बन गया देखिए
ਕੁਰਸੀਆਂ ਲਿਆਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਰਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਚਲੋ ਕਾਕੇ ਨੇ ਲਿਆਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਗਿੱਲਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੜਾ
adesso basta. Flori Soioi in
ਇਹ ਜੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਐਵੇਂ ਮੱਲੂ ਮੱਲੂ
ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਗਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆਪ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਆਪ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ
ਆਪ ਵੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲਾ ਸਿੱਟਦੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲਾ ਸਿੱਟਦੇ
ਇਹ ਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਉਦਾਂ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜੀ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਦੀ ਜੀ ਹੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ
ਆਪਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਸੂਰ ਮੰਨਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਵੀ ਵਜਾਤੀ ਆ
नहीं वो माफी मंगनी है उन्होंने
ਬਾਂਦਰ ਆ
कहता माफी मंगनी है मंदा तो होगा he is munning guys
ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਜਸਵੀਰ ਕੌਰ ਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਣੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਸ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਛੁੱਟੀ
anyway I asked Grok how to use all of this to sort of have a strategy come out of this and let's check. So the first step is to decide exactly what you want the neural network to predict. There's several common approaches. and the choice depends on your goals, risk tolerance, and the nature of the data. Here are the main options. First of all, classification, so deciding whether we should buy, sell, or hold. How to structure the data, create a target variable based on future returns. For example, if the price increases by more than a threshold in the next n days, label it as a buy, okay. If it decreases by that, label it as a sell, and otherwise put it on hold. So this is going to predict how volatile the future n days are going to look like, and if within those n days there is a strong probability of a strong uprise or a strong downfall, then we're going to take that into account. Features. Okay. Directly actionable output for trading decisions. Simplifies the problem into discrete categories, which can be easier for models to learn. Okay. Cons. Ignores the magnitude of price changes, which may be critical for profitability. And also another thing that I'm thinking about is if a stock is particularly volatile, it could, gain 15% and then fall by 5%. And so like both buy and sell could be true at the same time, or it could go up by 5% and then down by 10%. So this is is it a good approach? Maybe to start off, yes, but I'm not sure about whether it's the best. I'm pretty sure it's not the best. And I think that a reinforcement learning approach to this is the best, where the model just sort of picks up when to enter and when to exit, and then it can start over, and we use the percentage of profit as the reward function. Anyway, then we also have regression, which is the model tries to predict a price range within which the price should fall in the next few days. So train the model to predict the actual price for the next n days. And this is pretty simple to go about. Pros provides more granular information than classification, and predicting a range can reduce noise compared to predicting an exact price. Cons, stock prices are notoriously noisy and non-stationary, making exact price prediction difficult. I mean, even in a reinforcement learning perspective, what we're trying to do is, at the end of the day, we're trying to predict whether anyway. And also, the main thing is, if I have a open position, sorry, oh, what the fuck. Generalized autoregressive conditional heterodacticity. A statistical model that models volatility as a function of past squared returns and past variance. The simplest GARC model. I have no idea what this means. Okay. Long-term average variance. How long-term? Way on past squared returns. Weight on past variance.
ਅਗਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮਰਨਾ ਥੋੜੀ ਆ।
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਮਾਸਟਰ ਸ਼ੂਗਰ ਦੀ ਰੇਗਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਮਰ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ।
ਜੇ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਖਾਓਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਖਾਣੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਮਰ ਖਾ ਸਕਦੇ।
ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਖਾ ਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਸ਼ੂਗਰ ਸਪਾਈਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ। ਮਿੱਠਾ ਤਾਂ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਜੇ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਹੀ ਖਾਈ ਜਾਓ। ਟਾਈਮ ਨਾ ਦੇਖੋ, ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਮਿੱਠਾ, ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ ਮਿੱਠਾ, ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਠਾ, ਖਾਲੀ ਪੇਟ ਜੇ ਖਾਣੇ ਫੇਰ ਚੱਕਦਾ।
Igor. Okay.
ਇਹ ਹਟਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਆ
ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ
ਖਾ ਲਈ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ।
ਆ ਲਾਸਟ
ਨਹੀਂ ਬਸ
ਮੇਰੇ ਪੜ ਲੈ ਬੀਬੀ ਤੋਂ ਲਾਸਟ ਵੀ।
ਇਹ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਇਹ ਚ ਕੋਲੇਸਟ੍ਰੋਲ ਆ ਭਰਾ।
ਆ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਰੱਖਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਕੋਤਾ।
ਆ ਦੋ ਚ ਪਾ ਦੇ। ਇਦਾਂ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਟ੍ਰੇਨ ਕਰ ਦੂੰਗਾ ਨਾ, ਵੀ ਇਹ 5 ਆ ਤਾਂ 5 ਤੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ।
Ma che cazzo stai guardando?
What would eternal peace look like? Absolute control over oneself?
Ma che cazzo è?
Sì, aveva più di 1000 visualizzatori.
So anyway, this is the DF that we have. Change over time, I'm not sure what it is, or at least, is it daily? Is it, what is it, you know? 1.3%. Oh, it's, I guess within the day? Could it be? So, let me just see. DF close divided by DF
Heating ਬੰਦ
open
ਕਰਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ heating
is
ਬੰਦ ਕਰਤੀ
equal to DF change percent false.
ਬੀਬੇ ਉਹ ਬੀਬੇ
ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
Okay, so I'm not sure what this is. $2.54. Yeah, so change is actually closed minus open. Yeah, 2.54. So we have volume, change percent. So I'm assuming that. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. So I simply like was df open. Yeah, and then we're gonna
Cubic. What put the?
ਇਹ 34900 ਦਾ
ਆ ਦੇਖ ਇੱਕ ਨੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਨਿਊ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 34900 ਦਾ ਫਲੈਟ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਲੈਣਾ
ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਨਾਲ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰੀ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਿਊ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਇੰਨਾ ਨੇੜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ
135. I don't get this. Oh, okay. Now I do get this. So, oh, so change percent is actually a lot of. Oh, it's actually 6. I don't know why it's different. I don't get it. Let me just check.
ਬਾਣੀ ਗਰਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
Okay, anyway. I mean, that's the calculation that's going on over here. So, even these, like, they're pretty much the same column. It's just... And change over time, I don't know what that means. But it's just... Yeah, so it's just a function of change percent. Okay. So... I think that all of these change percent, change, and change over time, they're not particularly interesting. And we could, so first of all, we're going to add date features. So, day of week, that's a very important one. Month, year, and day of month. Okay. Let's see this. Okay, perfect. We have day of week, month, year, day of month. And yeah, this is awesome. So now that we have these, they will help a lot. But also I think that fiscal week 2 and add a target feature that is end of week close. Actually, that's not that doesn't really make sense, because if we think about it, it's not necessary that we're gonna sell like on a Friday. So, you know, once again, this kind of modeling of the problem is not immediate. It's not necessarily like a simple solution, and it's maybe not even necessarily like the most intuitive one. Maybe like what ends up working is not exactly or not at all similar to what you would believe that would work. So it's kind of a mess. Let's see what Grok did over here. So one way is to predict the close, but again, I think that all we are trying to do is, if within the next 5 days there is a 5% increase, that's nice. So the initial strategy will just be buying in case there's a strong bull run coming. So I'll just note this down. Initial
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਲਾਈਟ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਦਿਆ ਵਾ ਨਾਲੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਚਾਂਦੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਕਰ ਦੇ ਹੈ ਲੇਡੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਖਾਣ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਲਓ
I think this sort of makes sense, a lot of sense. It still has the weakness of not being it still has the weakness of not knowing what to, like, if I had a position open and I mean the price goes up a little and then there is a further 5% increase, I would want to, like, what would I do in that case? So anyway, we'll start off with this toy project and like improve it like bit by bit. So add a feature, add a target column that is called buy and is a boolean that tells
ਯਾਰ ਬੰਦ ਕਰੋ
if in the next in the next 2 weeks there's a 5% increase in stock price. Let's see what this does. No. This is wrong. Oh. Add a target column that is boolean and tells if in the next 2 weeks, so after the date there is a price increase by 5%. Use the close column and the open from the use the close column from the next 14 days and open for the current observation. Make sure there isn't data leaks. This operation needs to be conducted on this make sure the target value is calculated on future observations while not leaking any of the data.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੋ ਬੇਸਣ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਦੋ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਮਿਲਕ ਕੇਕ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਿੰਨੀ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੀ
मेरे एक मेले भी रख ला मेले है मैं खा लूँ
ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਰੋਜ਼ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬਸ ਥੋੜਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਖਾਊਂਗਾ ਤੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਪਰ बेसन भी ना पाया हुआ जाके पानी कट के रखता पीपी का ठंडा हो गया खाना खाना होगा ला दे बिल दीगा तो सही बना
Figa, se dico negro ti bannano.
No.
Secondo me
Cioè, a parte che poi sono su YouTube, è abbastanza easy.
Ma figa, stai streamando adesso. Stai streamando.
Sì. No, adesso con Gimp funziona. Cioè, stream e anche abbastanza bene.
जगाला वो तो पीपी जगाई लाइट
Spacci o no?
हाँ जी सासी का लगती तो साथ दुनिया के साथ
I think there's a... Okay, this is making a mess. So, I just want to drop this. I want to see what's going on over here. Yeah, this says no longer here.
Dai figa. Let's play football. Giocare però.
Leggiamo i Barney, com'è?
C'è il gioco.
Figa, ma...
ਕਿਤੇ ਦੀਦਾ ਚਾਰੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਮੈਂ
Manu di oggi tappa chi sei? Oggi non ti dico. Quando ho detto let me cook, quello
आज हमने कुछ खास नहीं किया।
कुछ नहीं किया था। सेम ही खास नहीं।
आज नहीं।
Figa, cioè... Guys,
This line
start
is-
trading, guys. You have to start trading, guys.
Vabbè, adesso farò un video.
Like finance with Munish
No,
trades,
il tuo video
guys.
sarà my trading. I gained. Sarà tipo I lost $90,000 in a month.
Sì. Ci sta, ci sta.
Un video di tipo 4 minuti al massimo. È un video che proprio lo vuoi vedere qui anche capire. I tried trading, here's how it went.
हाँ
E nella copertina metti minus 29k.
हाँ आज इन्होंने एक गल कही है उन्होंने किया ये ट्रेडिंग से का सत्यानाश हो गया
है?
ट्रेडिंग
एक ही खान लगा?
नहीं
E tu mangi a basta, poi research lì, poi cose. Al Sham da खाना गोभी है?
करते टाइम हो गया मैं खाना
Lo risotto il gobi. Lo risotto il gobi.
Risotto ci sta oggi. Risotto non è
Non ci
male.
voglio di farlo, se vogliamo fare dobbiamo
ਮੈਂ
tenere.
ਨਾ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੀ ਹਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਤਾ
Risotto non è male. Ma figa, stai facendo un casino assurdo, guys.
Vabbè, ma adesso non sto guardando nessuno, non l'ha visto.
Sì, ma figa, cioè,
Non ci sono spettatori.
adesso basta.
Cioè, non è che faccio casino. Non
Adesso
Appena
basta.
entra qualcuno.
Ma no, cioè, non ha senso. Non ha senso. Questa cosa che stai dicendo, guarda che non ha senso,
Come
eh.
fa a non aver senso?
No, no, Floris. No, Floris, guarda che non va bene, eh.
Cosa non va bene?
Non va bene questa cosa che stai
Certo il
dicendo.
cambio d'ora e quindi fino alle 8 ci sarà. Cioè, non ci sarà più.
Ah, allora va bene, allora va bene, eh.
Io lo so. Figa, tu spacci droga o.
Non hai visto commentari.
Cioè, hai valutato di spacciare, spacci, qual è il tuo status? Spacciatore. C'è. Trader, drug trader.
No, no.
Sì, sì.
No, no, guarda che non va bene così. Tu mi sembra che stai scherzando, ma guarda che non si scherza su queste cose, eh.
Ma Massimo, sei il primo a prendere il ciclo e la marijuana quando vai in ufficio.
No, non è vero. Guarda che io non l'ho mai fatta questa cosa, eh.
Cosa?
Non è vero, eh.
Ma cosa non è
You're
vero che
gonna
non trovate il tuo
increase.
ufficio poi? Cioè, se le trovavano ti
Non è
licenziavano.
Non è
Sì che è vero.
Non ci posso credere.
Va che se le trovavano le licenziavano.
Ma non è vero, è impossibile.
Cioè, vabbè, sicuramente non le trovavano perché, vabbè, che cazzo è che va a controllare l'ufficio, però.
Non mi hai visto cantare. Ho imparato in
Cioè, se veniva chiccato per questo, è abbastanza ridere.
Sembrava facile cambiare il mondo. Seduto in
Tu sei un
fondo alla
Novax.
classe.
Sei un Novax o un Yes Vax?
So still, like,
No Yes Vax. Con exercise scuola. Non è ricordo nunca.
figa, andiamo ad allenarci dopo, cioè ormai...
Tu. Tu ormai è andato via il suo genere.
Ma che cazzo devo dirti? Io te l'ho detto all'inizio che non potevo venire.
Va bene.
Cioè, stavo streamando, sto streamando. Fatemi finire di streamare, guys.
Vabbè, potevi finire anche stasera.
No, no, figa, io voglio streamare adesso e basta.
Vabbè, ma non hai excuse per ora, devi fare un paio di video quando
Ma
facci
no,
scrivere.
figa, cioè,
No,
devo finire sto cazzo di
no,
progetto e
perché-
poi continuerò a streamare altrove.
No, ma
Solo che figa, che
no,
cazzo devo
perché
fare?
devi streamare,
Non posso,
cioè,
non
solo
posso
dopo che fai un po'
streamare.
di subscriber poi
Non posso streamare nell'altra stanza
Ma dai,
perché
no,
il
ma-
GOT.
मत्था टेक लो
Il GOT arriva solo
Ma
fino a
टेक लो
qua. Teclea, teclea.
मत्था टेक नहीं अद्धा टेक दा पृथ्वी
Teclea, guys, teclea.
No, il punto
Teclea, guys. No, no, non ci sono punti, non ci sono punti.
Il punto è che nessuno guarderà il tuo stream fino a quando non fai un po' di subscriber.
Vabbè, ma dopo li faccio.
Devi fare dei video. Poi
Ma dopo li faccio. Io in questo momento uso solo questo live stream per concentrarmi sul lavoro.
Anche perché quelli che entrano su...
Ma io uso questo live stream solo per concentrarmi sul lavoro. Tu non hai capito, guys.
Ma
Io ti
guarda
do-
che...
Tu non hai capito, guys. Guarda che non è.
Guarda che
non
la
è facile.
Guarda che la concentrazione non è banale.
Comunque, figa, Vodafone Red veramente veloce. Cioè,
Lo so.
stream un'ottima qualità. No, ma adesso, figa. Secondo me adesso può venire pushato.
Very nice perspective.
Vabbè, comunque, va che mi arrivano i commenti tipo sui vecchi video di Bluefort Project. E boh, magari ne farò altri, magari no. Ma il punto è che, cioè, uno, ovviamente.
Here's how to use Lema 3.0.
No, no, adesso basta. Anyway, so non me ne fregava niente di Pitagora e di Euclide. E gli occhi fuggivano via dalle finestre tra i prati di Margherita. Adesso basta. No, no,
ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣੋ
no.
ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਬੰਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ
Pappa phone.
ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਚੱਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ
हीटिंग का ना ऑन करना पड़ेगा
ਕਿਉਂ
Guarda che giocare a Fortnite
Basta,
non è
basta,
facile.
basta.
Non è
Basta, Massimo! I mean, I don't get why.
Andiamo al parco a allenarci, io in realtà devo fare un po' di stretching, un po' di allenamento. Che figa, cioè mi fa male tutto il corpo oggi, per colpa di quelli sprint. Tutto il corpo.
ਤੇਰੀ ਜਾਂ ਤੇਲ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਦੇਸੀ ਆਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਠੰਡ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਪੁੱਤ ਤਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ
उनको कुड़ी चंगी लगती है ना ब्याह नहीं होना पर
ਚਲੋ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੋ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਪੜੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਰੋ ਕੁਛ
Anyway, well, we have all of this, and that's pretty much it. This is a bit weird, to be honest. Okay, I think add also fiscal week, and this will be like pretty important, I guess. Alright, yeah, let's fine. And set of 14 observations. I made this into I added the fiscal week column. Can you use that as a metric? Analyze the results until the end of the subsequent week. So for week 1, 2020, I'd want to check the observations until week 2, until the end of week 2, 2020, in order to create these target columns. Wow, very bullish stock. How the fuck can you like go wrong with it? I don't know. I also believe that if you simply I think that a very simple like strategy is just having a predetermined like threshold that you want to cross. So say I want to make like 1%, 3% out of every operation, and then I just enter when the time is ripe, and then I just wait, and then I just wait until the return is finalized. That could be a very simple, but at the same time, kind of working strategy. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, obviously, this is a very complicated problem, but it's complicated and difficult exactly because it's valuable. You wouldn't make it wouldn't be so much monetarily valuable if it wasn't this difficult. And I think that, the main thing that you need to know is how do these how do the internal algorithms of banks operate? I have like no idea. Like what do they try to estimate? I don't know. Anyway, so now I'm sort of so mm, so for a second I'll just drop everything. So we'll drop max close next 14 days, and we'll drop all of this. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so we have no targets right now. Obviously, this modeling is not banal. It's not simple. It's not immediate. It's not. I don't know what it is, to be honest. So. Okay, so obviously these features carry a strong significance to them. And day of week is very important. Month can be pretty important. And fiscal week, I guess not so much, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think day of week is the most important, and maybe month too. Maybe these can be expressed as. So obviously the scaling issue is still a big thing, to be honest. It needs to be taken care of. But yeah. We'll take care of the scaling after this thing is done. So for each observation in this dataset, take into account observations up until the last day of the next fiscal week. From these, take the max and min close, and also express these as percentage changes. The data spans across various years, so make sure that is dealt with properly. Okay. Oh, this is fine. Okay, dope. I think that this correctly calculates the performance across the next various days. I'm not fully sure whether this is right or wrong, but to me, this looks correct. And okay, finally. This is awesome. Okay, so I'll just so this is much more believable than I thought. So before, everything was a buy. I don't fully know why, but that was the case. So this way we're limiting ourselves to you only get to buy once every like 3 days, so that's good. And let's see. So I'll just save this. This whole data set, like I'll bring it to CSV. Yeah. But we'll, yeah. Okay, perfect. This data set is gonna be like pretty much the first strategy that we're gonna adopt. Now, future performance has the same dates as DF right here. So that's where we'll okay, and now we play with this. So
ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਦੀ ਗੁੜੀ
ਪਾਣੀ ਦਿਓ
ਮੈਗਨੀਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਖਾਓ ਇੱਕ ਗੋਲੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹਫਤਾ ਕੁ ਰੋਜ਼ ਖਾਓ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਈ ਜੋ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਫੂਡ ਵਧੀਆ ਖਾਈ ਜੋ ਆ
ਰੋਟੀ ਗਲਾਸ ਚ ਪਾ ਦਿਓ।
ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਬੈਠੇ
ਸੰਤਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਖਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਇੱਕ
ਆਹੋ ਖਾ ਲਓ ਹੁਣ 7 ਵਜੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜੋ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਾ ਲਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ
let's see if there is any strong correlation with buy and actually there is absolutely none. These are extremely uncorrelated. All of this is extremely uncorrelated. So now, this is a pretty, like, I mean, not even volume is correlated with it. The most correlation that there is out of all of these things is the day of week. So, but still, like 0.13, that's nothing.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਰਗੈਨਿਕ ਖੇਤੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਰਾਏ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਰਾਏ ਤੇ ਲਈ ਹੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੋ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕਿੱਧਰ ਦੀ ਹੈ
मैंने मत पर कोई ना
ਹਰਿਆਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਰਾਜਸਥਾਨ
ਰਾਜਸਥਾਨ ਦੀ ਉਧਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਦੀ ਪਿੰਡ
ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਵੱਲ ਦਾ
ਉਧਰ ਦੇ ਬਾਰਡਰ ਏਰੀਏ ਦੇ
ਪਰ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ
ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਹਾਲੀ 117 ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਵਾ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਬੱਕਰੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਫਾਰਮ ਹਾਊਸ ਖੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕਰ ਲੈਣ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਖੋਲ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ
ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਬੱਕਰੀਆਂ ਚੋਰੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ
ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਠੇ ਤੇ ਰੱਖੀਆਂ ਕੋਈ ਛੱਤ ਤੇ ਬੀਬੀ ਉਹ ਬੀਬੂ ਗਾਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਬੱਕਰੀਆਂ
caga.
Andiamo no, perché io dopo poi
Ma figa, vai ormai get out.
non ci credo.
Okay, this is impossible to like look at. All we're interested in though is this correlation matrix. So we will clear the outputs and we'll just look at the correlation matrix, especially on the by column. Are there any high correlations? Not particularly, I would say. So day of the week is still the most significant one. Oh my god. I'll have to stop the stream for a while. I guess I'll be back